Okay, we are live.
Hey guys.
How are y'all? Okay, welcome everybody.
Yes. Welcome.
Yeah, feast or famine in the villages.
Yes,
huh?
it is.
Okay,
Yes, it is.
feast or famine in the villages. I'm Everett,
And I'm April.
and we're now the natives of the villages, Florida.
Yes.
So that's the new name.
That's the new name.
That's a mouthful. So, okay. That's a new name. That's going to be the name of the Lifestyle Club. And
Yes.
that's our story, and we're sticking to it.
Yes.
Okay. We're joined here today with Rick and Angel.
Hey guys.
And Paul and Donna, and they're hosting us.
Yes.
So thank you
to
so
our
much.
home. Welcome to our home.
Yeah. And you'll notice the nautical theme.
Yes.
Lovely. I love it.
They have a beautiful home.
I love it. Yeah, it is great. So
Thank you.
so are we getting any comments? How do you hear us? Is the audio coming through good? Okay, we'll find out and we'll get some feedback there. I think there's a little delay. We've got these guys on there. Is it delay or is it real time?
A little bit delayed.
A little bit delayed, so, but that's okay. Okay, so we're glad that you're joining us. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
And second live roundtable.
Yes.
Yeah, or oblong table, however you want to describe it. So it's rounded.
Right.
Rounded. Good. So we're going to first talk about kind of our past week's activities, and we're going to have a, we're not going to go over all of our normal segments in the Coffee with the Natives. What we're going to focus on today is
Shopping.
Yeah.
Shopping, what we all love to do.
Okay.
And we all have to do.
So exactly. So we're going to talk about shopping today, and but we are going to talk about just our recent activities. We've got a few things to share with you. Us, what was our big thing?
Our big thing was Monday night we went to Boozy Bean Garden.
Yeah, yeah.
It was very crowded.
Very crowded. And
The weather was great.
yeah,
It was a gorgeous night.
beautiful. Yeah, it was
Yes.
really good. Good fun.
Yes.
We didn't win anything.
No.
We haven't won anything.
But it's
We
a
keep
one
going back, don't we?
Paul has won.
Paul won
Once.
before.
Yeah.
Yep.
$10 gift certificate.
Yeah.
Haven't gone back since. I still get the same $5 I won.
So,
No, actually, I'm sorry. I cashed it in. I did win. Yeah.
so we went to that, and I've been practicing golf and playing some, just trying to get better. So we've shared that some with you, but that's what I've been focusing on. And we've been doing a lot of work getting ready for our club meeting that we have coming up. And so we're gonna be putting a video out to talk more about that in the next few days. Okay, but we're lined up with the villages
We
rec
are.
department, and I think we're all safe now.
Yes.
And and if you're wondering why we changed the name of our YouTube channel, we changed the name of the YouTube channel to line up with the name that we could use as a lifestyle club.
Right.
Okay, so they coincide.
Right.
So and
That way there's no conflict. What do you call it?
discrepancy.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Conflict. Yes.
Okay.
Hello, Betty from Maine, fellow New Englander.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, all right. So
Jerry Bell said he's interested in hearing all of your shopping adventures.
okay.
You're going to find
Well.
out, Jerry.
Amazon delivers. Just stay
Yes.
there.
Yes, they do.
Hey, a good thing I did notice, speaking of shopping,
Yep.
most of the stores have chairs in the front where
Yes.
the guys can go sit down while the
They
ladies
do.
shop.
Mm.
They do.
Yeah, most definitely. I think Bell's and Kohl's I noticed most, but yeah,
Yes.
you're right. A
Yes.
lot of them
Paul
do.
loves shopping in Bells.
Actually, I do. I really
Yeah, he
do.
does, and I do too.
Yep.
I do too.
I get a lot
I
of
shop
golf.
there a lot.
I get a lot of golf things.
But I do like those
Yeah.
chairs that they provide. Yes.
They're nice. They're nice for sure. Okay, so Paul and Donna, we've got special from you guys.
Yeah, we did something
that y'all did.
Yes.
quite a bit different. We went to our first ever polo match. If we didn't realize this before we moved to the villages, there is a polo club here, and it's real live action.
Yes.
And without trying to explain the game, which by the way we knew nothing about when we arrived, The announcers are really, really great about teaching you what's going on, explaining everything. So rather than getting into trying to explain the game of polo, the fun thing for us is that we're a golf cart community, and ringing the entire, I guess it's called the field, the pitch, I'm not sure what they call the field itself, were folks in golf carts watching it. They do charge $20 cash to get in. There's a great concession area there per person to get in.
Yes.
There's areas for tailgating. I mean, it's quite an afternoon. It's a lot of fun. And if you've ever seen the movie Pretty Woman, there's a scene where they go to a polo match, and they call it the divot stompers. At halftime, everybody goes out and stomps down the divots caused by all the horses running around.
Yeah.
So it was really a lot of fun.
Yeah, and the village cheerleaders were there,
The
and they
village
were fun. They
cheerleaders,
went out,
yeah.
they came out a couple of times. The other thing is too, if you want cover in the bleachers, it's another $5 on top of the 20.
So keep that in
So
mind
just
if you
keep
go
that
on
in
a
mind.
really sunny day, because we were fortunate. It was sunny, but it wasn't terribly hot.
Hot.
It was about 75.
Right.
So think about the cover.
Yeah.
But everybody that was sitting in their golf carts was undercover. I mentioned Everett. There was clearly a couple of village clubs that were already there as a group. They all went as an event. So that was actually, speaking to our friends from Maine, it was a group from Maine that were there.
Yeah.
So that's what we did. It was kind of a
fun
fun
time.
experience. Yeah.
A very exciting game, very fast game, very
Oh,
fast.
okay.
Oh,
And they actually change horses, ponies.
They call them
They
ponies.
call them ponies for polo, and they actually change ponies every couple of
minutes, actually.
Minutes, actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
All of a sudden, you
without-
see someone.
yeah,
Oh, so you see someone riding off.
Without
they come
belaboring the
back.
issue, you think like they play in chukkers, which is
Yeah.
basically our version of maybe a quarter of a football game, but it's about 7.5 minutes long. Well,
Okay.
at the Kentucky Derby, they run for 2 minutes in a circle.
Yeah.
He said, think about this. These horses are going 5.5 minutes in all directions, stopping, starting,
Yeah.
backing up, going forward, got to
Yeah.
gallop.
Yeah.
So quite
True.
often the horses get tired and they swap horses, and they will actually stop the match so the horses
Yeah,
can
these
be
horses really have to have
rested.
stamina
So it's
to do this because
it was- for
Yeah.
the few hours we had, we learned a lot about polo.
Yes.
Oh,
It was
wow.
a fun
That's a
game
lot
to
of
watch.
fun.
It was very fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, that's
Yes.
something that we haven't.
We haven't done yet,
We
and
haven't
we
done
want
yet.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of things we haven't done.
Oh.
yet.
No, there are.
But that's great.
I don't think I'm going to live long enough to do all the things you can do in the village.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, Rick and Angel.
Well, we like to eat. So
Okay.
we just had a new restaurant open up in Middleton, just about probably a mile from
Right.
our village. And we tried it out, and it was highly recommended. It's Victory Sports Grill. Prices were good.
Mm-hmm.
I had the sourdough burger,
And I
and
had the chicken sandwich with hot honey, but it wasn't really hot, and it was very good, and it was about 17.
Okay.
$17.
Yep.
$17.
It's not bad.
Nice.
The,
Very good, very good.
Then we played. We went out with our neighbors and played bocce ball for the first time.
That's
So
awesome.
that was fun. That was fun. They beat us, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, we haven't played
That's
bocce yet.
something
either.
we haven't done yet
Yeah, we
either.
haven't did
Okay.
a shuffleboard.
It's fun.
and-
We do a
Yeah.
lot of squatting.
Yeah.
I was like, why am I sore?
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, man, a lot of good things. And we saw you at church on Sunday, so you did that
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah.
also went to a Yankee Red Sox game in
Oh,
Tampa
yeah.
on
nice.
Tuesday.
Oh,
That was
nice.
great.
It was a tie game, so it was.
Which they only have in spring training.
Yeah. And today started the baseball season.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. The
Yeah.
Red Sox were playing at 4. I
Yep,
missed
go,
it.
Go Sox.
Yeah.
So my Dodgers just started. So go Dodgers. Anyway, and Red Sox and anyway.
And whoever folks from Tennessee root for.
The Nashville Sounds.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah.
there you go. Okay.
Minor leagues.
Yep. Minor league. Yep. I love minor league baseball.
Oh, I see somebody came in. I mentioned the folks from Maine. It was University of Maine alumni who were here. So that was the group that was
Oh,
here.
that's what was
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, thanks for being here.
Yes.
Awesome. Good deal. Okay. So we are going to transition into our main topic and really talking about shopping. I'm going to put up a graphic for you to look at. And let me just kind of introduce this because here's the different sections that we're going to be talking about. Shopping in the villages itself, which
Right.
is
In the bubble.
In the bubble.
plazas, town squares, in the bubble, golf car accessible. Then we're going to talk about shopping outside but adjacent to the villages. Then we're talking about some warehouse shopping clubs, then grocery, and then other stuff. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to put up a graphic here, and this is a map, and this is taken from the village's website, and this is the shopping in the villages that is golf car accessible, and these are owned and managed by the village's companies themselves. So, and I know we can't see this, and I realize there's a lot there because it's a lot of space.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
So, and one thing I've noticed is that there's from really 466, County Road 466, which is just above Lake Sumter Landing up,
Yeah,
there's a lot more.
There's
Yeah.
a whole lot
Right.
more
Yeah.
shopping.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And as
Which
you
makes
go
sense.
further,
I shop a lot
yeah,
down
yeah.
I do too.
It makes sense since it's the oldest
Yeah.
section. It's really been
Yes.
built up.
Yeah.
Right.
So what are your thoughts about some of these plazas that are inside the bubble and town squares and shopping at those? What's your experience with those?
I know for us, we try to shop in the town squares because it's usually, smaller like boutique type
Right.
shop and
Yep.
small business. We love
Right.
to support the small business, but there's also, your larger stores like your Walmarts and things like that. So
Yeah, big
Yeah, we
grocery
did a lot of
shopping.
shopping. Well, Rustic Rose was our favorite.
Yeah.
store.
Yeah.
I love
So,
rustic
For you
rice.
folks that go to Brownwood Square, Rustic Rose needs their own chair for the husbands to sit outside.
And we
Yes.
we found a
Hope
few.
they're listening.
Yeah, we found a lot of nice deals at Tommy Bahamas.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could go to the bleachers at Brownwood and sit.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. And there are a lot. So you've got the town squares. There are a lot of plazas, and we've
Mhm.
shopped at the plazas up north a lot, probably a lot
We
more.
do. I shop at Target. You got your TJ
Mhm.
Maxx, your Bells. All of that is in that area. But then just north of there is also a shopping area that there's a Belk, there's a
Mhm.
Bath and Body Works,
Mhm.
there's Publix.
Yep.
Hobby Lobby.
So there's
I don't know if you-
a whole lot there. Hobby Lobby is more out to the
It's
west.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's more out to the west.
That's where the new Costco is going to be.
Yes,
Yes.
and that is where the
Correct.
new Costco is
For the
going
new
to be
Costco.
built. Yes.
And
and it's a brand new Hobby Lobby. Very nice store.
You guys shop there.
Oh, yes.
We do.
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby knows us well.
Yeah.
And here again, these plazas, most of these plazas, if not all of them, have a Publix grocery store.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was thrilled to see CVS came down to Magnolia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
Thrilled.
was too.
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah, and that's a new addition.
it is.
Right.
And
Yep.
boy, much anticipated.
Well, they
People were-
started that when we were here, when we moved here in July. We thought it was going to be done like in 2 months.
Mhm.
February is when it opened.
Right.
Exactly. And so there's a lot of shopping that's golf cart accessible, and a lot of these professional plazas.
Yeah.
I know around Lake Sumter, like there's a Lake Imaging,
There
which
is.
has a
Some of your
lot of
medical.
radiological
Yes.
Yeah.
services, and so around in and around some of these areas are also these professional areas. I know.
Right.
Like up north at Mulberry Plaza, you've got the VA clinic.
Right.
And it's golf cart accessible, I think. It's right
Mhm.
there. And it's at the northern end of the villages,
Yes.
very northern end, actually in Marion
Marion County. Mhm.
County. So, and a lot of people, now when y'all came here, did you think that you were going to be able to get to everything via golf cart?
No,
No,
Not
I didn't
us.
think so.
not us, because we're
No.
too new down
Okay.
at the bottom.
Okay. Yeah. And
We're sad still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for us,
It's growing
it
now.
wasn't really an issue.
Okay.
Because we assumed that we'd be doing some driving around, some exploring. Donna had found a need to use an acupuncture office that we turned out to be north of 466. So we get quite familiar going north to 466 up there.
Okay.
And to us, that became normal. Oh, look at all the stores.
And that's where I found a
It's
lot of the
quite
markets I
plentiful.
shop at.
So
Mhm.
yes, from where we are, we're in the village of DeLuna, just off of 301. So for us, it might be a 25-minute ride to go up there.
Mhm.
Either whether you go through the village roads, through Morse Boulevard, or out around 301, it's not that far. It's, we just go up and we get there for half a day anyway.
Right.
Go up and take care of a few appointments, go to BJ's or something like that.
Right. Right.
And invariably, we take the route back down through the villages and stop somewhere along the lanes, do a little sightseeing. So it's to us, it wasn't a big deal at all.
Sure.
That most of those stores were a little further north. But having said all that, again, we're in DeLuna. We've got Magnolia Plaza, which is right down the road. That's a 7-minute golf cart ride. So we'll do a lot of grocery shopping there.
Right.
We all get together the other day at the coffee shop
Mhm.
and chatted.
Which is right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's great.
Okay. Yeah. So here again, there's so many places, more places than I would ever imagine that is golf cart accessible.
Yeah.
And it's very beneficial. And if you buy, in a sense, above 44, north of County Road 40 or State Road 44 and up, without very much trouble, you can get to shopping.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
If you're State Road 44 and north, if you buy pre-owned in those areas, you're in much better shape. If you
Right.
come south of there, depending on where you are, like we're way over on the southeast side.
Right.
So we have been one time to the Magnolia Plaza
We
for
did.
groceries.
We did.
And we bought more than we
bought
should
way
have.
more.
Oh, I remember that.
We bought way more.
Go back and watch that video.
Way more.
And the little space in the golf cart wasn't big enough for everything we bought. But nothing fell out.
I want to add something here, and don't take this as a negative, but when Magnolia Plaza opened, that was basically to serve a lot of the area, Marshview, Marsh Bend,
Mhm.
DeLuna, this area. And as Eastport has continued to be built,
Right.
you guys are down in Eastport, as Moultrie Creek opened and some of the other villages, the grocery stores haven't caught up there.
No.
Right.
So as a result, they're coming to Magnolia Plaza, which is great. But Magnolia, like Publix particularly, is having trouble staying ahead of the crowd. They
Yeah.
weren't built or stocked for that amount of growth that's coming along. So folks like us really haven't paid that price because we used to going a little further north anyway.
Mhm.
But
A
be
lot of
aware.
times- a lot of
you
times
know,
I'll go to Publix in Brownwood.
Yeah.
Just because
Yeah.
they're not running out of stuff that I need,
Oh,
that I
yeah.
can't
So
get in.
where
Magnolia.
we're located in the
Yeah.
villages, it's just as easy for us to go
From
to
Brownwood.
Brownwood as it is to Magnolia.
Good point.
And Publix is a little bit more better stocked because they're staffed and stocked for their area because it's somewhat
Right.
mature
Right.
now.
It's more built out.
You all
Yeah.
have
Built out.
Publix too.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, and we're going to
stock?
talk
But
about
it's-
that in the next section.
Right.
That's outside of the villages that
Outside
we
the
go to,
bubble.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Yeah.
that's adjacent to.
Right.
Yeah, and Publix is a theme here.
It is.
You'll notice.
There's a
Um,
Publix on every corner just
Yeah.
about. To where when we were growing up, my dad worked at Publix
He did.
Plaza
Yeah.
in Palm Plaza.
mhm.
And that was the only Publix in
Mhm.
Leesburg. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Only Publix for many miles.
many miles.
Yeah, many miles.
Yeah.
Now
So
on every corner.
Now they're everywhere.
They're
Yeah.
they're everywhere. Okay, so that's kind of shopping, and here again, you got all types of shopping.
Yep.
Right.
You got a lot of specialty stuff. You've got plazas. You've got
Warehouse,
You got the farmer's market.
mhm.
farmer's market.
Yeah, and we're going to get to that here in a minute. Where do we have that? Well, we'll get to this slide because we've got it in a slide for sure. Okay, so let's transition now. Let's see. Do we have any questions you guys have seen?
Well,
Not yet.
Jerry, well, Lisa and Jerry.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have a comment. Go Tigers. Who's the Tigers? Do you guys know who the Tigers are?
Tigers.
And the Detroit Tigers, I'm
Detroit.
assuming.
Detroit Tigers.
Yep, I'm-
They're from
yep.
Michigan.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was just busting
There you
his chops a little
Razzing
bit.
them. Razzing them.
They're playing the Dodgers tonight.
Tom
Oh.
Selleck's favorite team. is the Detroit
Okay, they're
Tigers.
playing the Dodgers tonight. So
Wow.
any other time, Jerry. Any other time.
If you remember Tom Selleck in his Hawaii 5-0
We do.
days,
Yeah.
right? He wore a Tigers hat.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. for
Still a
sure.
Sox fan, but anyway.
But
Beat the Dodgers.
Beat the Dodgers.
You go, Jerry.
okay. All right. Okay. So any questions or should we move forward?
None
I think move forward.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's go here to shopping outside but adjacent to the villages.
Yes.
Okay. And I've got some blobs here. So basically they're shopping on US 441 north of Orange Blossom Gardens. Okay. And then they're shopping that's just south of there in Lady Lake along Highway 441. And the big
Right.
one I've go to there is the PGA Superstore is
Oh, yeah.
there,
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
and Sam's is there.
Total
Yeah.
Wine
So
is
I was just
there.
gonna say
Oh,
Total
okay.
Wine.
Let's not forget Total Wine.
There's this other place. What is that? It has a few beverages in bottles there. What is that?
Well,
And that's
well
the-
stocked.
And that's the closest one. And
Yes,
they really have good prices.
yes,
Yeah,
they do.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
that's the only place I can find my wine. So I
You
have to
can
go
find any
there.
wine in that place.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's another area on County Road 466A, okay, toward Wildwood, that's called the Trailwinds shopping area. That's where the new, there's a Publix, Lowe's,
Yeah.
several other things in there. New Outback is going in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Those are now.
And
Yeah.
are they open?
They
Okay.
are. Yep.
And as
Crumble
well,
cookie?
what's that?
Crumble cookie.
Crumble
Yes.
cookie. I saw
Crumble
that
Yes.
the other
Okay.
day when we went by it.
And the new Target is
The new
going there.
Target is going there.
The
And
new
it's
Target.
it's moving.
It's
It's
waiting for
coming.
us.
Yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
coming along. It
So
is
the guys
waiting
can
for
go to
us.
Lowe's in the winter.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, y'all
I'll
can.
be at the golf course.
And so down over in Leesburg, you have kind of on your right of the screen, you've got another area which is on US 27 in Leesburg, and you've got the Palm Plaza shopping area.
Right.
There's several things within that area too. And if you go further south, the southernmost area is where we go to the
Mhm.
Publix, which you were mentioning
Right.
earlier. Because for us on the southeast side of the villages, it's 10 minutes to the Publix, which is out on Highway 27. We go through the metropolis of Okahumpka.
Okahumpka.
Yeah.
Okahumpka.
Yes.
It's not,
Yes.
it's not Oklahoma. We have to go past Bobby's
Barbershop.
barbershop,
Yep.
Bobby's barbershop. And
Which is a good place. You know you're in a
Which-
good barbershop
Yes.
when you walk in and they're playing Gunsmoke on the TV.
That's it.
That's a
Which
good
is
barbershop.
Yeah.
where Everett and Rick go to get their hair cut.
and if you go there, take cash because they don't take cards.
Yep.
It's cash only.
Yep.
So it's Bobby's. Anyway, Tony cuts my hair. Great guy. I'm due.
From New York.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
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 So we go out there. So there's several areas around. Now, one thing you won't notice is much that is west and south. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Because there was nothing down there, folks.
Just houses.
Right.
Before the
And
villages
dirt.
came, there was a whole lot of cows.
Cows.
Okay. And open land,
Melon fields.
melon fields. And that was it
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so that's one reason why in the south end that there was nothing on that end that was pre-existing
Right.
Right.
until you go all the way to Bushnell. It's pronounced Bushnell, not
Yeah.
Bushnell.
No.
Bushnell.
You are the native, so we'll
Yeah.
trust you on that one.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Kissimmee. It's not Kissimmee, it's Kissimmee.
Kissimmee.
Anyway, okay.
I was
So-
corrected. Someone had, I was talking about jury duty in
Mhm.
in Bushnell, and they knew exactly that we weren't from here. Bushnell.
Bushnell. You got to imagine you're Southern when you say it. Just imagine you're Southern. Okay, so shopping. What about you guys shopping outside the villages in these places? And we're going to get to a few other. Let's see if our
Well, Robert went to Publix at Magnolia last week at 8 o'clock at night and said he didn't have a problem. I
Oh.
agree. We go in the morning,
okay.
like really early when they just stocked.
Yep.
Yeah. That's you can pretty much go anywhere around the villages about 8 or
8 o'clock.
8:30.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody is winding down.
Yeah.
That's,
Yes.
They're either home or in the town squares dancing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I've noticed that in the mornings or in the evenings at
Yes.
Magnolia.
Mhm.
Yes.
During the big part of the day,
Yeah.
it gets very busy.
Yes,
But-
that's usually the time we go.
Okay. Yep.
Thanks
So
for
we get-
joining us, Robert.
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you.
Hi, Lisa
So-
and Jerry.
And
Yeah.
let's just stop and kind of shout. Who do we have on? We got Lisa.
Lisa.
Lisa and Jerry.
Jerry's,
Hey, guys.
Jerry's half here. He's watching
Yeah,
the
he's
Dodgers play.
watching.
I hope they're not losing.
No, he's watching the Tigers.
Who are they?
Jay is here.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay.
Thank you.
We're missing Mindy. Mindy's
Yeah.
usually on
Mindy's usually here.
Yes.
Life's
So-
Little
There's
Adventures.
a few more people out there that aren't telling us that they're out there. Say hello.
Yeah.
22 people.
Any man stores.
Any man
Harbor
store.
Freight.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
Thank you. Yeah, there you go. It's in Leesburg.
It is.
By the
Oh,
Walmart.
there's an Amazon. There's an Amazon resale store.
Amazon.
Two
resale.
of them.
Two of them.
Yeah.
I haven't found the second one.
Yes, on right off of 441.
And each day they have a deal, and it's.
That's a neat place. They
It
have
is.
Amazon returns. It's like
Yeah.
on Fridays they get restocked on Thursdays. On Fridays everything
Right.
is $12, I
It
think,
just
and what's
Yeah.
left on
Take it
Saturdays
away.
is $10, and it keeps going down to $2.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
It's
Who
some
knows
pretty
that
good
qualifies
stuff.
as a man store, but
I don't need any more
Yep.
stuff.
Good point.
We sold a lot of stuff before we moved here.
just so
we're
we
not-
could buy new stuff.
We're not buying any more.
sounds like you need organization, like a closet organizer.
Kim and
Yeah.
Steve, hi.
Oh yeah.
Steve said it's Braves
Hey,
are
Kim and
playing the
Steve.
Dodgers next week.
The Braves are playing.
Okay.
Apparently, on Next Live, we should just do sports
Oh.
broadcasts.
We could do.
Which, by the way, there are competitive softball leagues all throughout the villages.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's big time softball.
It
These
is
these
big.
fellas
It
play
is big
seriously.
time.
So
Yep.
yeah, with all of the other sports everybody talks about, people forgot to talk about softball. It's
Yep.
quite entertaining. It's they're good players.
Yeah, yeah. And I think they've got
And they're all
different
villages.
levels too,
Yep,
don't they?
Yep. All
Of
villages.
teams. So
Yep.
yeah. Okay. So that's kind of shopping outside, adjacent to the villages. And now let's go to,
okay.
and I've had this, had this on. Excuse me, folks, trying to manage this. I'll leave the slides up. So this is, we're going to show this to you. These are the warehouse shopping clubs. Okay, we're going to give this for just a little bit, and then I'll bring back to us. So, so we've got a few different ones. What's your thoughts on the shopping clubs?
We go to BJ's, but we were used to BJ's in Massachusetts.
Okay.
It's the only place I can find the Poland Springs water.
Okay.
Right.
That's
Those of you who
it.
are watching last live, we someone
Yeah.
That's
noticed
like
the
a
Poland
streaming
Springs. Yeah, so,
Yes.
This is brought to you by.
so yeah.
Yeah.
Our new sponsor is Poland Springs.
Right.
Oh,
Another
God.
shout out to Maine. Here you go.
So yes, we also shop BJ's.
Yep.
And you guys shop.
We do Costco
Costco's
quite a
and
bit.
Costco
Yeah.
and Sam's.
Yeah.
A little
And
further,
Sam's?
Yeah.
but
Yes.
Costco,
It's not too bad.
it's
In Claremont.
in Claremont, so
Yes.
it's not bad for us.
Yeah,
It's
and-
not.
And our choice of BJ's
Now, you
wasn't
need-
driven by
and they
any
deliver
many
also?
preference one or another. It's just that when we many years ago when we were in Massachusetts, the first big box warehouse place
For
was a
us,
BJ's. So
yeah.
Okay.
we just went there and have just been kind of not I don't want to say loyal, but we're just used to it.
Yeah.
Even though
Yeah.
Costco's
We
have
already
opened
had
up
a
everywhere.
membership there, so
we-
why buy another one
so we've
somewhere
just-
else?
So we've just done
Right.
it ever since. So.
And they
Yeah.
do have more brand names, I believe, than Sam's or Costco's
Okay.
at
Okay.
BJ's. That's what
Okay.
someone had told me.
Yeah.
That's good.
So while we're
Um,
on this, Robert is asking, he's got to furnish the new house. Any suggestions?
Yes.
Furnishing.
I'm going to say Costco, believe it or not, they'll deliver and they have a deal. If you buy more, you get more off.
Okay.
So-
Well,
we
he's
got-
trying, he's
we got-
Furnishing the house,
He's
you're talking
furnishing the house.
I think
Yeah.
he's talking about
Right.
Yeah, okay.
That's
Like-
where our
Okay.
sofa,
Oh.
Okay.
appliances,
Okay.
washer and
Console.
dryer.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
city furniture.
Yeah.
Right.
We did
City
for our
furniture.
bedroom sets. We
Yeah.
we had really good luck. in
We
the
had
city
very
furniture.
good luck there,
There-
except
there's-
for
there's-
for this table, we didn't buy that there, but
Yep.
we bought everything else. Our bedroom set, our couch.
Mhm.
Wall unit
our
over there.
Wall
Yep.
unit,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll
We
go
just-
ahead and shout out Patricia up in Spanish Springs.
Okay.
Is,
Amazing.
yeah, I
Really
At
good.
City Furniture?
At City
Yeah.
Furniture.
City
Okay.
Furniture, yeah.
She's great.
We
to
had
work with.
Samantha, I believe,
Mhm. Samantha
Yeah.
at
Okay.
City
at
Furniture.
City Furniture.
Yeah, and
Pretty
We-
soon we're gonna have sponsors.
She was very patient with me because I kept changing my mind on the bedroom set.
and I'll tell you this, we wound up buying some, the recliners for our,
Mhm. For lanai.
lanai. And we went to the Lazy Boy store in Ocala
Right.
and made had a good deal, made the deal, and we went there because we knew exactly what we wanted
Right.
and everything. It ordered it and they brought it, no charge, all the way to our house.
All the way
Wow,
down.
that's
Yes.
great.
I
Yes.
mean, free delivery.
Right.
All the way to the house. So, well, and perfect.
Yes.
So anyway,
Speaking of delivery too,
Yeah.
we just got a whole closet organizer system.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was 600 pounds that they
Yeah.
brought in on a pallet, $59 to deliver it.
oh,
Wow.
from
So, from
IKEA.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, we had a delivery from IKEA. We had lots of deliveries from Amazon and
Mhm.
Wayfair.
Yep.
Yeah, you're the way.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did Wayfair for the lanai furniture.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, for us,
We're-
the bus.
Yeah,
Like,
we're a bit of a
like
unicorn. We've
Volvo.
never been in IKEA for
oh,
no
really?
particular reason. Just
Oh,
I've never done it.
that
We hear
was
people talk about it all the time.
nice.
Wow.
We're a unicorn. Never been there.
Yeah.
Well-
Yes, we have. We bought Lily a gift there. She wanted some sort of an easel or something there. We went to IKEA. That's the only
Okay,
reason we
once again,
went.
folks, I'm wrong.
We did go into
Ah.
IKEA.
No comments, please.
oh, so
Buy your granddaughter something.
We'll
Yeah.
just start with the assumption that our memory's
She couldn't let it
terrible.
go.
well, I looked at her and said, she'll say something. I'm thinking, that really happened? like, oh, what's wrong with me? Anyway,
Well, you're
okay.
my
Yes.
current husband,
Yeah.
so it
Hey,
happened with
The current
you.
husband, you're my current wife.
Yeah.
That's a long story right
It's a long
there
story.
from a sermon many years ago. Anyway, okay. So let's switch. What else on warehouse clubs? We got the Costco coming,
Yes.
which I think
And
we
actually,
showed in the slide. I'm going to go back to the slide
I'm going
briefly.
to talk about as
Yeah.
far south as we are,
Mhm.
the distance between where we are and the Costco in Claremont
Yep.
is probably the same amount of distance as it will be for us going from our house all
Yes.
the way up
Right.
north on 466
Yep.
to the Costco that is under construction.
Right.
Yeah, it's going to be
It's gonna
6
be
one, half dozen of another.
Same amount of distance.
Being south, we're right next to the
Mhm.
Florida Turnpike.
Yep.
Yes.
So
And
that
you hop on
helps.
it and you're right in Claremont and Orlando in no
Orlando.
time.
Yeah, all the theme.
Jerry's
parks.
got an interesting
Yeah.
question. Where's the car shopping? Right, that's a Bostonian. Where's the car shopping?
Oh my gosh, there's Vehicle Row.
Yeah.
Yes,
Leesburg?
out on, yeah, in
Yep,
Leesburg, on
441, East 441
Yes.
in Leesburg.
towards the mall.
Oh, you
Yep.
won.
We get your Honda
My
serviced out
Honda
there.
is serviced out there at
Yep.
In Leesburg,
Jenkins Honda.
Jenkins.
Yes.
Another
And you
shout
do
out.
too.
We own a Honda and we came down and didn't know one dealership from another. We tried one other one. It was a horrific experience. Went to Jenkins, the best ever.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are, they're scary polite.
They are.
They are
They're-
really,
they're
really
really
nice. Yeah.
Bless
they're-
you. Bless you.
Bless you.
So shout out to Jenkins Honda.
Right.
Yeah, and
Yes.
there's several right in there. I think
Robert.
and there's, if you go down to Claremont along Highway 50, there's a ton.
Oh,
Yes, you're hitting me.
Robert?
Oh, no.
Robert
Robert,
A bird
he's
F.
Mockingbird F. That's what he's furnishing.
That's
Oh,
kinda-
yeah.
That's
Yes.
Congratulations.
That's one of our
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Yay.
Robert.
Good
The-
choice,
Awesome.
Robert.
The
Ro-
kitchen is
Robert's coming with his
really nice.
father.
He is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Driving from Rhode Island. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God be with you.
Do you have a Buc-ee's on the way?
Pardon me?
There's a Buc-ee's on the way?
Buc-ee's.
There's Buc-ee's.
There's Buc-ee's
Yep.
everywhere.
I've never been way up. Ooh, thank you,
Oh.
Victoria.
Victoria.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
We appreciate that.
Yes.
Wow. I think that's our Is that our first?
That is our
That's our
first.
first
I think
ever.
that's our first.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
coming
We're
for
honored.
Thank
she's
you.
coming for a visit soon from New
Good.
Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Our
Can't
neighbors are from New Jersey, and we absolutely love them.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Well,
Robert, make sure you reach out. We'd like to welcome you when you get here.
yes, most definitely. Okay, so we're going to transition now to grocery shopping, and we got a couple of specialties we're going to look at. And I know we got these pictures from Paul and Donna,
Yep.
but you guys shop there too. So
We
let's
do.
talk about, this is the Brownwood Farmers
Farmers Market.
Market. When is
Okay.
that? And how's the experience?
Oh, great. I
It's
love,
go ahead.
You go.
It opens at 9 officially
Yeah.
on Saturday mornings,
Mhm.
and you want to get there early because a lot of items sell out. There's a lady that
I cannot remember the name, which one you're thinking about. But
Yeah,
I'm thinking about the pink. You think about the pink?
no, I'm thinking about the lady
Canopies?
with the pizza like things, but they're not. They're like a healthier option pizza.
Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you,
thank
Lisa.
you.
Wow.
Oh, thank you,
Lisa.
Thank
Lisa.
you so much.
Wow.
wow.
The pink lady has no preservatives, no additives, no sugar.
Right. I've
all
seen,
the
I've seen her,
breads.
yeah.
Brands.
And the line is out the door, but it's really, really good. There's some really good bread and scones and cookies, all homemade there.
Mm.
Awesome.
One thing we haven't tried yet, but there's always a line for the folks that make fresh guacamole.
Oh,
Yeah, we have
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
always a line to pick this
Okay.
stuff up. So I'm sorry that we haven't got into the line to buy some because it must be
Well,
pretty
we
good.
haven't,
Yeah.
you have to pretty much use it within a few days. So we just haven't.
I'll do my best.
Now, one of your favorites items to get there, we had a taste of the Brussels sprouts.
Yes.
That's what I go for.
You made those.
They're
Yeah.
nice
Those were
and big.
Oh my
very,
God.
very
They're
good.
huge. Can't get the
Yes.
same ones in the supermarket.
They were huge.
I get a lot of vegetables there at the farmers market.
Mhm.
The Brussels sprouts are by City Fire Restaurant. That's where you can get the Brussels sprouts. She's the only one that sells them.
Oh,
yeah.
Because
okay.
I've been to
Yeah.
every
There's a
every
lot.
stand.
There's a lot of produce stands there, but she's the only one.
in the
that's got-
strawberry festival. I mean, the strawberries that you could buy were so good and so sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were really good.
Blackberries, raspberries. I mean,
Yeah.
they're
And we bought
Really,
maple
really good.
syrup there the other
Yep.
day.
And most of the guys are that they
Yeah.
return every Saturday.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
And if
Yeah.
you like homemade pretzels, I'm gonna put a shout out. It's like $7 for a ginormous,
Yes.
best soft pretzel. You
right out of
Yeah.
the oven.
right,
Yes.
right out of his oven
Yes.
and dipping. Oh, it's amazing.
Dipping sauces, yes.
Now, one thing I've seen there, and we've been there, we don't go there a lot, but one thing I've seen there that I like are the selection of basically homemade pickles.
You start
Oh,
seeing,
yeah,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
I'm not a pickle
We're not
I
guy.
love
pickly,
pickles.
so-
There's a spicy one option as well.
Yeah.
that,
And
Yeah.
so if you like pickles, they got your,
That's the place to go.
yeah, you can get some really good pickles. So,
Even to just go and walk
Walk around.
around
Yeah.
Yes.
and
Yep.
see the sights, it's
Right.
amazing. It's quite a fun. It's fun.
Plus, they also
But-
have crafty things too.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's not just
yeah, it's
food.
not just
Yes.
food.
and plants.
Yeah.
Lots of
Plants.
Couple-
Lots of
there's a
plants.
couple of
Yeah,
it.
there's two
There's usually
vendors
two or
to
three
sell.
nurseries represented there.
Right.
We are harvesting our lemon crop right now from a
Yeah.
lemon tree that we got.
Oh,
Nice.
Right.
It's,
Oh, it did turn into lemons
it did.
because it
Yeah.
looked like limes when you.
Right. We didn't know if they were going to turn into
Lemons
lemons
or
or
limes.
stay limes.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
Victoria's asking that she's saying that she's staying in near Brownwood in
Mhm.
Richmond. It's
Oh,
great,
that's a
great
nice
village.
village.
Great village.
Yes.
Favorite restaurants. Well, that we could do another whole show
Oh,
for just
yeah.
favorite restaurants. But
You can name one.
I think for Donna and I think first one I will say is Primo.
Premium. You also can get a loyalty card at that.
Yeah.
It's well worth it. Pay $20, but I mean, we're up to like $200
I think
sometimes.
any
on
day
that
now
card.
we become a part owner. I think we.
But we also like Harvest. We
Yeah.
also like Bluefin.
There
too.
are no
And-
bad restaurants.
Yeah,
but
and
Yeah.
the
Bluefin is
Mexican
really good.
restaurant is
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
too.
Fiesta Grande.
We're the
Yeah,
best.
Fiesta
Fiesta
Grande.
Grande.
We're the
And-
best. Oh,
We love
Yep.
City Fire.
We love
City's got
City
some
Fire.
good American
Yeah.
food.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
And City Fire's Cuban The thin bread Cuban is excellent.
Yeah.
If you like a Cuban sandwich,
Their chicken pot pie is amazing. It's
Yes,
huge.
yes,
Yep.
It's huge, but it's amazing.
Their
Thanks,
beef
Victoria. You've
stroganoff
just made us
Yeah.
all hungry.
Yeah.
and if you get on
Now we want to go eat.
if you get on State Road 44 and go east toward Leesburg, go downtown Leesburg, you can go to
Yes.
McCracken's.
Yes.
Irish
We
pub.
talked about that in our
Yeah.
last live show.
On
Yep.
Main
Yeah.
Street.
So on
Yes.
Main Street, and
Yes.
There's also a lot of, we got Lisa and Jerry on here. There's a lot of gluten-free options as well.
Ah.
that,
Okay.
That was hard to find, but Lisa we've made a list on the phone, and there's a ton of options here.
mhm.
So it's plentiful, gluten free.
It seems like
Okay.
any restaurant we go to, there are gluten-free
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
items.
It's starting
Big deal,
to
like-
be more popular,
Mhm.
Yeah.
trying to feed.
we got you
People
covered,
with
Lisa.
that.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Edna's on the green is
Yep.
another.
And
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
And the Pope.
Yeah, we're gonna do a
Yeah.
video on Edna's.
Oh,
We go there a
nice.
lot too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Hawkeye Trail.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
switch to the seafood market and tell us about the seafood market.
Right.
Okay, it's called Lighthouse Seafood. And I've had the cod there that came from Iceland. We had halibut that came from Alaska. When you want to buy shellfish, scallops, you can get, they also tell you exactly where the fish comes from. So you
Okay.
know what state it's coming from. And if you want a Maine lobster, you have to order it. They also have a food truck. And the food truck
We're talking about
has,
the live, they have live deliveries every Thursday. Is it Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday?
Fridays.
So there's fresh fish coming in every one of those days.
Okay.
And they
So-
let you know
Yeah.
which ones are fresh and
Yeah.
if they have frozen. I did buy frozen haddock. It's in New England. It's from Maine. So I haven't tried that yet, but the cod was delicious. The halibut was delicious, very fresh. Then they have the food truck, and you can get lobster rolls, fish and chips, a shrimp basket, mahi tacos, and New England clam chowder.
Oh,
And that's outside of the
Yeah.
restaurant.
Okay.
And you know, for those of you who don't know, that before we moved to the village, we lived on Cape Cod. So we're kind of snotty about our seafood,
Yes.
and
Mhm.
we didn't really have high hopes moving to Florida to find good seafood. And it's pretty close to New England.
Okay.
Not too
Yeah.
bad. Not surprising because some of it's coming from another shout out to Maine because some of it comes from
Yeah.
Maine.
Yeah,
Yep. That's awesome.
but we were happy to find that
Yeah.
fish store. So it was great.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Hey, thanks, guys. And
Yes.
you know, there's several little pockets, places like this
Right.
around.
Yeah.
Brown's Farm. That's another.
Yeah, I've been
one.
there.
Yeah.
I got my honey there and I got some maple syrup
Yeah.
there.
And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
in Oxford.
It is.
Yeah,
right?
Oxford, yeah.
Not too far.
It's only down the
Yeah.
street at 301.
It's worth the drive. It's,
Yeah.
They have fresh beef, fresh chicken. I
Yeah, they
think,
have a whole wall of
Yeah.
Mhm.
fresh meats,
Fresh
vegetables, and again, they tell you where the
Yeah.
vegetables come
Yeah.
from, what
Yes.
state they're coming
Yeah.
Oh,
from.
good, yeah.
where-
And not to confuse you, the Lighthouse Seafood that we're talking about, not to be confused with the Lighthouse Restaurant. There's a Lighthouse Restaurant in Lake Sumter. It's owned by a Bostonian. So
Yeah.
if
Yes,
you go
yes.
in there, you'll find an awful lot of Boston sports memorabilia in there.
Mhm.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So not to be confused, there's Lighthouse Restaurant and Lighthouse Seafood, two completely different places.
Good point.
Yes.
Good point. And the Lighthouse Restaurant is right where the tower is.
Yep.
The Lighthouse Tower.
The Lighthouse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Right there in Lake Sumter. So
Yeah.
easy to find. Good marker. Okay, so formal grocery restaurant or grocery stores. Let me put this up because we're looking here, as we mentioned before, the predominant grocery store chain here is Publix.
Right.
And they're from way back. This is the Florida grocery store chain.
Yeah.
April's dad worked there as a butcher. I worked there as a bag boy and worked in the produce department when I was in high school. I mean, it was kind of a rite of passage back in the day here to work at Publix,
Right.
and a lot of good folks. And you'll see the dispersal here on the map. They're everywhere. Don Wiley mentioned
Mhm.
recently in one of his videos that he calculated they're generally on average about 3.2 miles apart.
Yep.
Okay. And so Publix, so what we will share about Publix is kind of, where am I at? Nope. Where am I at? There we are. Okay, thank you. She's keeping me straight, folks, as always. So I'll mention this. This is kind of an assessment. Then we'll see what y'all's experience are, and if they have the most stores. They have probably of the grocery stores, probably the best selection or the widest selection. They have a very good deli and bakery, and it's usually the most expensive, just to be honest.
Yep.
Any other thoughts?
Are we talking about
I mean,
Publix?
just
Publix.
Publix, yeah.
Yes.
They have, like, I was able to get chicken breast, the Springer Mountain, which is an organic chicken. You buy one, you got one free.
Oh, yeah.
So they
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that a lot. I got pork loin, the
There's a
same
lot of
thing.
BOGOs.
Bought a
Yeah,
pork
yeah.
loin, got the other one free.
Yep.
So you
good point.
always want to look at those flyers on Wednesdays. It comes in your paper on Wednesday in the Daily Sun.
Great
You know,
point.
one thing to note about that's different here than in Tennessee, where we came from. The buy one get ones here.
Yeah.
You have to buy one and get the other one free. Just north, I think it starts in Georgia.
Yeah.
Going north, you can buy one and get it half price.
Oh,
If
okay.
you don't need it, you
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is a difference. The lady explained it to us when we
Right.
first started shopping there.
Okay.
Wow.
I didn't realize there was
Yeah.
going to be a difference.
Yeah. Publix BOGO is a big thing.
It is a
Yeah.
big
And,
thing.
and you'll see lots of stuff in there. I mean, just cruising through, I was looking at the ad. We've got something coming up. They're having a deal on pork, Boston butts.
Yeah.
So we're going to be smoking one of those
There you
coming
go.
up. So anyway, for a special occasion, right there. So that's Publix.
Right.
Back here to us. So and here again, we go a lot right out to the Publix on 27 from Village of Lake Denham. It takes us 10 minutes to get there, 10 minutes to get back, except if it's quitting time from Eastport, and then it's a lot longer. If it's quitting time, that road is stacked up.
Yeah.
And I got some news, which I'll maybe share at the end about that road. Okay, so there's Publix, and we'll move on to the next one here, Wally World.
Wally World.
Okay, so these are the locations of the current Walmarts, and one under construction. Forgot to put under construction. The one on the southernmost point there, on the lowest one, is being constructed now at Morse Boulevard and State Road 44.
Mhm.
And when they went in there, they're serious.
Yes.
They are serious about getting that place going. There's also one in Leesburg. There's one north of Orange Blossom Gardens. There's the one that's two are golf cart accessible right now. And that's the one out on 466, which
Yes.
is near down from Hobby Lobby, correct?
It's down in Wedgwood Lane. It's down by
Yeah.
Fresh Market.
Okay, down by Fresh Market.
Yeah.
And then the other one across from Colony is a neighborhood Walmart.
Yes.
So, so thoughts on Walmart?
Well, I will say this, in true village style, the Walmart neighborhood market,
It's amazing.
I like that one
it's
the best.
amazing.
It's
Yeah.
crowded, it's money, but it's.
But at Christmas time, they had the village brass band playing
Yeah.
Christmas
Oh,
carols.
Yeah.
Their little
Yeah.
outfits.
Yeah.
The neighborhood Walmart was
Yeah.
it was an experience. I didn't even know there was such a
Yeah.
thing. We went in there. I said,
Wow.
"This isn't a Walmart."
Well,
yeah, it is a Walmart,
well,
but it's
yeah.
different.
We went into a Walmart, and being from Massachusetts, I could always get my little leaf lettuce because it's
Very
nice and
particular about
crunchy.
that.
It's baby crunchy greens,
Oh,
and I couldn't find it in any supermarket in Florida. I walked into Walmart one day and went, "Oh my God, they got my little leaf here!" So that's where I buy my little leaf lettuce
So
everywhere.
we have to shop here, then we go to shop there.
Very friendly too.
Yeah.
We were there like 11 or right before they closed, I think at 11. And they peeled open the door and they're, "Come on in.
Yeah,
Can I help you find anything?" And I'm like, I am.
yeah,
I'm
that
okay.
neighborhood Walmart.
yeah.
is-
Totally
Very
different
nice.
deal.
yeah.
Very
I asked
nice.
a gentleman, he saw me with the puzzled look on my face, like
Yeah.
and he asked me if he could help me. But
Angel's dying to make a
I know,
comment.
I set myself up for that one.
Yeah.
But he stopped what he was doing and walked me
Right.
to. I was looking for a flash drive, and he walked me to where it is. So shout out to the Walmart there.
That's great.
Yeah, I like it too because it's not the huge big store. We have other
Right.
things that you can buy. So you're in
Mhm.
line trying to get through.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the neighborhood Walmart the best.
Yeah. Now there is, I'm going to transition. Let's talk about Winn-Dixie. There were more
Winn-Dixie.
Winn-Dixies,
And Pinellas, yeah.
There
and
were.
there's one left in Pinellas
Mhm.
Plaza,
Yes.
Yeah.
which is up on County Road 466A.
And we've
Yep.
shopped there
Yep,
too.
we've been in
Yeah,
there.
and that is golf cart accessible.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and
And the
Yes.
other Winn-Dixie in Oklahoma has changed to an Aldi's.
yes.
Oh,
there-
Aldi
Yep.
bought them all out, but
Yep.
I don't know why
And then
this one
some
is
of them
still
sold back
sold
again.
back, I guess.
Within a matter of
Ah.
a week, a few weeks. I'm not
Yeah.
sure about what went on.
Yeah.
The thing with
Ownership.
Winn-Dixie, if you do go into Winn-Dixie, you need to sign up so
You
you
do.
can get all the
The
BOGOs.
rewards.
All those
Yeah.
rewards.
Otherwise, if you don't, you won't get the sale prices.
No.
So you have to go to the register, tell them you're new, they'll take your phone number and they'll
Right.
give
That's a
you a
good tip,
membership,
yeah.
whatever they
Yes.
do. So anytime you go in afterwards, you just put in your phone number and you get all the sale prices.
And to your really
Right.
point, Publix usually is more expensive, but a much greater inventory. Winn-Dixie doesn't have as large of an inventory, but they're quite comfortably priced. They're pretty
Yes.
inexpensive.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
A lot
And-
of BOGOs.
And
Yes.
yeah.
historically, Winn-Dixie's been known for their beef.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've been
They
known to have
have
very
their-
good
Right.
meat.
Yeah.
So historically, so okay, and now let's
Then
see.
we're going to move on to delivery or pickup.
Well, we got Aldi's here. Okay.
Oh.
Yep. So here's the Aldi's. There's no. Yep. Folks, we got 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
And we'll try and wrap things up. We may go over. Is it okay if we go over just a few if we need to? Or
Oh, he does.
yeah,
We're retired.
Hold
Yeah.
on,
Keep
guys.
going.
we're retired. So, okay. But we'll try to move along. So here's the Aldi's. Basically, there are 4 Aldi's. There'll be another 1 or 2,
Mhm.
and they're adjacent to the villages, but not directly in the villages.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they're not really golf cart accessible. So any stuff at Aldi's?
I've never shopped at Aldi, so I don't know that much
Absolutely
about it.
love all these
Yeah.
fruits.
Fruit? Okay.
Nice.
We did
I've
shop in
gotten
there
some of their
once.
vegetables.
Yep,
I
fruit,
just
vegetable,
happen to be there and get a
Yeah.
lot of that.
Okay. So it's good. And
Yes.
you talk about delivery.
And then delivery.
Yeah.
Delivery, one of the big things, and y'all done Kroger delivery.
We
We
have.
did too.
Mm-hmm.
And have y'all?
No.
No.
Yes. Kroger, you see Kroger everywhere delivering.
Yep.
Here in
Yes,
the
I've seen
villages. So I think Walmart does some, but not sure how far out they span as far as delivery goes.
Yeah. And most of
Walmart-
these do pickup,
Mhm.
and a lot of them will do delivery. I know
Right.
Publix does pick up
Pick up.
any order
Mhm.
outside of
Yeah.
their normal through Instacart. So you have to have an
Right.
Instacart subscription. And Aldi also does some delivery.
Now, let me
And-
mention with Kroger that you
Yes.
can still clip the coupons and you still get the same benefits even though there's no store.
Okay.
So you can click all the coupons on the app and
Got it.
still function everything.
Okay.
Cool.
Good.
And
Excellent.
Walmart also does pick up.
Mm.
You can pick up there.
Yep. Yep. So a lot of good options if
Yes.
you don't want to go and shop for groceries. You can get them
Yeah.
to go pick up or whatever. Okay. So let's go to shopping in the new areas. And we've got something to share with you. You guys were at a particular place. Tell us about it.
We did. If I'm not mistaken, it's the first business to open in Middleton, and
Okay.
it's Mustard Seed Decor and Gifts. It's been
Mhm.
open probably 2, maybe 3 weeks,
Oh, it's in
and
Middleton, huh?
it's a veteran-owned business, which I
Oh.
love
Oh,
supporting
nice.
as well.
That's great.
And
Was
the
it-
folks at Yep, Linda and Matthew, just very nice folks. The store is well stocked. We had a neighbor that bought a really nice picture from there.
Yeah, it looks
and
cute in there.
Mhm.
we just, I'd highly recommend them.
We'll have to try it.
Yeah,
Yes.
wax melts. We're going to be spending a lot
It's
of money on
rustic
those.
rose wasn't enough. Now we have a new one.
I know. You got another one.
Let's go back to that photo to see if is there chairs outside.
Chairs. We sit in the golf cart.
Benches
You got your golf cart. You can sit in it.
Funny story. I didn't think about this until just now,
Uh-huh.
but we had a family member that was waiting to eat at Victory, and they were outside, and they got to talking to a couple of guys that were having some beer, and they were waiting on their wives that was shopping
They're
at
shopping.
Motors. So even better, you can have a seat and a beer.
Nice. That is cool. Okay. And we're going to go ahead. A lot of good things there. We're going to show you this because this is just a graphic we put together of some of the new shopping that's under construction. Okay. And all the way from Costco in the north, Target about halfway down, which is on 466A, which we've talked about. And that's in the Trailwinds area,
Mhm.
Trailwinds Plaza area. Then that new Walmart at Morse and County Road, State Road 44. Now, there's speculation about a Publix going into Eastport. So there's some speculation there. And there's also been speculation about another neighborhood Walmart going into Middleton. I don't know if y'all have heard that, but there's some
Which makes a lot of
speculation.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
With
which,
the growth coming.
Right.
yeah. So that would be really handy, hopefully. And I know there's a lot more other areas down there that they have designated for commercial use that they just haven't built out. Basically, folks, they're doing everything they can to get Eastport finished. And I heard it, I think on Don Wiley's discussion with Fred Cuminpour, I messed up his name, but the gentleman with FMK, which owns Victory
Oh, yeah.
Sports
Yes.
Grill,
Right.
Yeah.
he mentioned that I think they mentioned that their opening was delayed because of focus on Middleton or Eastport.
Eastport.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I
Eastport.
think some other things, esports is the big thing they're focusing. And I think a lot more will be happening once they finish up Eastport.
Well, we thought Victory was opening in October.
Yeah. Initially.
Because when the
Victor-
bartenders
Yeah.
from Harvard said he was going over
Yeah.
there as soon as they opened in October.
It was
Yeah.
scheduled for October
Yeah.
and just now happening. But
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it was several months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, just within the last couple of days, there's another little place in Middleton that opened. It's an outdoor shop. We haven't been there.
Oh, okay.
Matter of fact, I don't even know the name of it, but it's right on the water. I think they do kayak rentals. And,
I think I saw that. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of good things coming down there.
Jerry, a little while ago, Jerry was asking about any specialty ethnic groceries like Italian and Mexican, et cetera.
I have
And
not
I
seen
There's
don't
it.
know-
Mexican stores around in
yeah,
Leesburg, I
yeah,
know.
for food. So I'm not sure
Uh,
that there are true ethnic grocery stores like you might find in, large metropolitan areas. I don't know of any.
No.
Maybe
You know what?
Maybe
That's-
Orlando, I don't know.
Well,
Maybe.
quite possibly Ocala,
Right.
but we'll have, you know what, Jerry, let that give us some homework to do. We'll go back and
That's
check
a
that
good
out for you.
point.
Or Gainesville too,
Yep.
because they have a
Yep.
Trader
Yeah,
Joe's
yeah.
and a Whole
Mhm.
Foods there.
Yes. True.
Yeah.
Gio's is a Italian deli.
Oh, yeah.
They have cheeses and
Okay.
meats.
Okay.
and,
You hear
is
it
that?
there? And, oh,
I'm sorry.
Where is that?
I've heard of it.
It's on
far.
Powell Road, I believe.
Oh, Powell Road.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but north of.
Okay. I remember seeing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
North of
Yeah.
466, eh?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
North of where the Home Depot.
Yeah.
I still
Oh,
don't
yeah,
have my roads
yeah.
yet, but
Home Depot is kind
Yeah.
of like the focal point
Yeah,
of Powell
yeah.
Road.
In
Right.
the
Right.
The
CVS
dome.
there on the corner.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
So there you go, Jerry. We found you something. anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So there are, okay. So other shopping, and we'll just mention this, Orlando, from the south end of the Villages in 40 minutes to, we are counting down, folks. We're going to kind of wrap up. We might go a minute or two over, but Orlando down the turnpike is a straight shot. And you've got a lot of good shopping, as we've mentioned, in Claremont. You go beyond that, anything you want is in Orlando.
Yes.
Anything you want and need. And you can get there anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes, depending on where you're going.
Well,
Okay.
Depends on the mood of the turnpike.
Mode of the
True.
turnpike.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. A
Exactly.
little clue, avoid I-4.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Avoid I-4.
Yep.
That's Disney.
Just
Yes.
avoid I-4.
Yes.
If you're going down
The
there.
Not like
turnpike-
Disneyland.
The turnpike
It's more
can
like
get busy.
Hades.
There's always some
Yeah.
construction. There's always some construction on the turnpike. But
Yep.
if you show a little patience, which I rarely ever do, you can just fight your way down the turnpike if the traffic's heavy. But
Yep.
stay away from I-4.
Yes.
Got a question from
Uh-huh.
Robert.
Yalla.
How do you say that? again?
Yalaha.
Yalaha
We've
Bakery.
heard about that,
Yalaha.
and we want to go there, but we've not been there.
No.
I know of it.
Right.
I know of it.
The
It's
German place?
It's a Bavarian
Yes.
bakery.
Yeah.
Good
Yes.
bakery and
Bavarian bakery.
Let
in
us know,
Yalaha.
Robert.
And
I
we're
love
touring
German
around.
food.
Yes, there's a lot of activities. Don't forget when you come here, boozy bingo on Mondays.
Oh,
Yes.
Yep. It's great.
Jeff
Uh,
wants to know, did you order your IKEA from Orlando?
We did. We went there and looked at it to touch it. It was good quality, and then we ordered it, and it came really.
We just
fast.
ordered it online. We didn't
Yeah,
go
ordered
to
it
the design.
online.
They have an online design tool.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
That's
amazing.
really, really good. But if
Mhm.
I'm not mistaken, ours actually came from a distribution center in Lakeland.
Oh.
Yeah. there's-
Yeah, I think
we didn't know
they
there
have a
was one.
distribution center.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other place, Ocala, for shopping.
Mhm.
If you're in the north end of the villages, it's makes much more sense to go to Ocala. And not as extensive as Orlando, but a lot up there. As we said, we bought from the Lazy Boy Furniture store, got 2 nice rocker recliners, and delivered to our home free, for no delivery charge. From the north end of the villages, it's about 30, 45 minutes, would you say, from the north end?
Yeah, Ocala,
Yeah.
again, we're in
Yeah.
Jaluna. We're right next to the turnpike and
Yeah.
301. So I can, again, depending on the mood of the turnpike, I
Yep.
can usually get there in about a half hour.
Yep.
Yeah, depending on where, Ocala you're going.
Correct. So, so here again, another option, a little further out, but, yeah. So any more questions before we kind of conclude, guys?
Not-
Man, this has been great, huh?
I did want to say that
Yeah.
as of now, the Dodgers are up.
Oh,
That's
oh,
Jerry, are you still watching,
Oh.
buddy?
back
That's
and forth. Top, oh, okay. Yeehaw. Jerry,
Poor
I don't hate
Jerry.
I don't hate the Tigers. I
Poor
just love the
Jerry.
Dodgers. Okay. But yeah.
At least it says
Oh, sorry.
Oh, good stuff. Okay. Well, folks, we are going to show you
Hey, now.
something, and this is just a disclaimer
right.
we're going to begin including for our shows, and you can read it if you want to pause or look at it. That's okay. But we're just going to begin including a similar disclaimer as we go forward. Okay. Just to let you know that what we're sharing is our opinions. Okay. And our thoughts, and what we share with you. We want to make sure everything is up and above board.
Yep.
And if you have any questions about that, just let us know. Put it in the comments. We'll be glad to
It's
respond.
just the 6 of us, sharing what
Yeah.
we do on a daily basis and where we go.
Exactly.
Not affiliated with the villages, any of these. Although we've given a lot of shout outs to a lot of people today, it's because we like them.
Right.
They provided good service, good quality of things.
Right.
And that's all it's all it's intended to be. It's just
If FMK wants to,
Yeah.
sponsor.
Exactly.
Ugh.
Uh,
Okay, so we are including this here. If you want a copy of these slides,
this is
just-
important.
PDF,
Yep.
just put your email address, or just email us to thevillagesnatives@gmail.com. We haven't changed the email address yet. We'll worry about that later.
Right.
But if you want just a copy of these slides in PDF form, not a big file, not too big a file, we'll make it a smaller file, but we'll send them out to you, and just for reference for yourself. Okay. So yeah, awesome. Well, okay. Yeah, we just went over that. Yep.
Dream model homes.
Yeah. Okay, did I leave that in there?
It's still in there.
Yep, that's still in
okay.
there. The typo in the in the notes, guys. Sorry, you're wondering what are we focused on? they're pointing at my notes that I forgot to delete something from when I copied it.
But since we talked about it, if you're still out there making a decision, trying to decide what type of home, throw those questions at us. If you've already made your choice and you're looking to close at some point, again, I think I can speak for the rest. We're anxious to greet you.
Yes.
You've taken
Yes.
you've taken the time to join us for our little adventure here.
Right.
Yep.
And when you get here, we'd love to greet you and make you natives as well.
Exactly.
Most definitely.
Something's
And-
wrong with my phone. Looks like
Oh.
the Tigers scored or something.
Oh,
You sure that's an iPhone?
Jerry let us know.
Is that Android? It might
It's
be
a tie
Android.
game. Jerry says it's tied.
I think that's okay. And if you have any other questions in the comments about shopping or anything you would like to share,
Right.
Yeah.
put it in the comments, okay? And just have a discussion there. And if there's any particular place that you have found that you really like, share it with us, okay? Let everybody see. And here again, we really, please like, comment, subscribe. And what did we miss, guys? Thank you
That's
so
it.
much.
Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Thanks.
Hit the
Thanks,
thumbs.
everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I will do one thing.
Yeah.
Directly over my head here. For those of you who have good eyesight, you'll see there's a longitude and latitude sign up there. That indicates that Rockport Harbor in Massachusetts, which is where we went on our very first date over 40 years ago.
Oh.
So that's why it's there. That's where we began.
Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent.
Oh.
I
Anyway,
love it.
so for those of you even looking at the
Yeah,
background a
Cape
little
Cod
bit.
one's still up
one on the other side. So anyway, for those of you that are looking and it's like, why are those numbers hanging on
Yep.
the
Well,
wall?
we were
That's it.
retiring to Cape Cod, so.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what was the Greek coordinate of your first date?
Whatever the Disney World.
Hey.
We'll give you the location.
All right, I didn't mean to take us down on a tangent. I just want to call out a little sign
Exactly.
over our head.
Okay. So again, thanks, Paul, Donna, for hosting us.
Yes.
We
Thank
really
you.
Love
Yeah,
having you
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
And
They have
Thanks
a
everyone for
beautiful-
watching.
Yes,
Beautiful
Thanks,
home. They
everybody,
have a
for
beautiful
joining
home.
us
And
Thank you.
yeah, thanks for joining us on our journey.
on our journey home.
Yeah. Awesome. See you.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.